Hi there, it's Connie-Rae. Welcome to ConnieRae'sCraftRoom.com. Today's craft session is going to be demonstrating our pizza boxes, which are these gorgeous little boxes here. I previously uploaded some little cards that we can pop into these boxes, and I think what I wanted to show you was how you can do something with these boxes. I mean, certainly you can cut out some craft paper, designer series paper, and stick it on top. You can do quite a few things, but I wanted to show you what I did with mine. Basically, I made these in my last tutorial that I've uploaded, and this box will take 6 of these with little envelopes. But I wanted to show you how I actually obtained this color and this pattern on the box. So I'll just bring it in a little bit closer because it is quite shiny, even though I like it. It's pearl color, and it's a very light pearl green. It's like our lime color that we've currently got, one of the new in colors. It's like that, but it's just pearlized and it's shiny and it's gorgeous. And I've also embossed it, as you can see. I've used the little crosses on the little, sorry, I should have probably found out what the name of the embossing folder was. Silly girl. Anyway, I have used a different one because I wanted to try a different design. So you can emboss these, and then you can use water paints, and I'll show you exactly how I've done that. This one is a white plain one. This is how they come. Now, shiny side up and flat side up. Now, if you wanted to do what I've done here, which is I've embossed on my in my machine the whole pizza box. Let me just move out a bit so you can see what I'm doing. So initially I used the smaller, this is the 6x6 embossing plate, and this is the falling snow. And I've done this one with that. So I'll show you how that goes. Now, the way that I actually got this through the machine, you put the shiny side up, facing you. I popped this into there, that far up. And then what I've done is I have used the following to get it through the machine. So I used my Big Shot platform, my plates, and I also used the thin adapter. And I don't believe that there has to be any order to those. And then that packed on like that. And the other thing that I did was I used a pizza box to go over the top of it and reel it all through that way. And somehow or another it all went through quite all right, and it worked. And so that's how I've actually managed to emboss the actual pizza boxes. So there's probably another ingenious way that it can be done, but I haven't got another way of doing it. But I did want to do it that way because I felt that it was a really nice way to dress the box up. But you must put it shiny side towards you, otherwise your pattern won't be any good. Now, as I said, I've done this. This is white, obviously, and I have used the snow pattern on this. So we will now watercolor this snow pattern. And let me just get a piece of scrap paper so that the watercolor does go onto the box. So there are people who do tape things down to watercolor them, and they put them on all sorts of bits and pieces, and it's probably a good idea. I'm just grabbing my tile. Usually I use this ceramic tile to actually put things on to do, and I'll bring it in. I might as well show you how I'd normally do it. So normally I just do that, and then I tape it down, and then I do the watercoloring. So in this instance, the box is a little bit bigger, and I'm not going to worry about taping it down. I'm just going to use watercolor, and I'm just going to be simple with it. I don't want it to be complicated, and I don't want it to be hard. Now, these are the pearl colors that I have used, Karitake pearl colors. They're Japanese, and they're watercolors, and they're pearl colors, and they're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And there's also these are called pearl colors, and then there's another set that I've got called starry colors, and these colors are also gorgeous as well. So you can get them, and they're all pearl. And they're just beautiful, and they're watercolors. And look, I got them on eBay, and they come from Japan. But I just love them. They are so pretty to work with. I don't think that the cameras do them any justice. So feel free to play around with whatever you have in terms of watercolor paints. But if you can get your hands on some of these pearl colors, please do. I don't have any links to them. As I said, I got them off eBay, but they are Kuretake, which is Kuretake, and that's the name of them. They're not cheap, but they're not expensive either. It depends. When it comes to craft things, let's face it, I don't think there's anything that's too expensive for our crafting, but it's a very individual thing. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking now what color I will use to actually do this. So I'm thinking I might just dab my paintbrush. I've just got a normal paintbrush and I've just got some water here. I might actually do it in blue just to go with the snow, and hopefully it'll show up a little bit more as well on the actual imagery. The other one was green and it's just as nice. If I could do a red one, and the white one looks beautiful as well. I've used that before on the white one, I think. Oh yeah, I've got something here I was mucking around with using the white. There's the white. Isn't it gorgeous? I wonder if we should try white on the snow. Let's try white perhaps. Yeah. Although blue's going to stand out better. Indecisions. Okay, we'll go blue. We'll go blue. So, again, I'm always a student when it comes to crafting. I'm always learning something new. I'm an expert at nothing. So, as I do things, I learn. And I either get it right or get it wrong, but I don't think there's any harm in trying. So, if I'm doing this wrong, I apologize to the professionals. If I'm doing it right and you're getting something out of it, well, then I'm happy. So I hope you enjoy. So basically, this is all I do, is I just water paint. It's just like painting. And I think you can probably get it denser in places and not so dense in other places. So whether that is the nature of this or it's the way that I'm doing it, I'm not sure. But at the end of the day, I didn't mind the colours and the way that they came out. Maybe I need a bigger brush, I'm not sure. But I did like the way that it all dried. You can, like I said, these are food safe boxes until you start doing something like this. So I wouldn't consider these to be food safe once you start painting and putting things in them. And I think what they mean by food safe is you could just drop a cookie inside, perhaps. But if you were going to use a cellophane bag or something like that, that might be a wiser idea if you wanted to put food in them. Or if you're just going to use them for envelopes like I've done, well then, that's okay. So do reconsider how you use them if you're going to use them for food. But I'm using this blue color basically because, the white would show up as well, just like the green would. But the reason I'm doing it in blue is because I want you to see how gorgeous these colors are, and also how shiny they are once they've dried off. So that's the top of the box. You can probably see a little bit of the snow there. Yeah, and because it's kind of half drying and half still wet, again, I'm not sure if I'm putting enough on or if I'm evenly putting it on, or, I'm just going to go with what it looks like and how I feel about it and just leave it at that. And, I like the handmade look, and nothing's perfect when it comes to the handmade look. So, but I'm sure that, there are other ways that you can colour. So I'm just painting. Just painting, just like when you're at school. And so you turn it around and do the other side. For me, it's just like when I started doing this, it was like, oh, this is just like when you're at school. And you remember how you used to paint and you used to do the finger painting, and, it's just very soothing and relaxing. So, as long as you're happy with it, it doesn't matter. I'm a perfectionist at the best of times, but, sometimes you've just got to be happy with what you've done. I think I need a bigger brush. I don't know. Do people use bigger brushes for these? I suppose they could. It depends on your canvas. So, because you can use the water pens as well, but I prefer a brush in this instance. I don't think I've got a bigger brush, to be honest. And see, once it dries off too, the colours change a bit. It looks a little bit deeper. So And because it's pearl, I think that it will look uneven anyway. But you can use these colours for so many options. You don't have to use it obviously for this box. I've used it for this box and I really like the way that it comes out on this box. But also you can use it on cards, just straight up and down on cards. I think like I said, I used it, the white on this as a background. I was looking at doing a design on this embossing folder here, and this is just our white cardstock with the white pearl look on it, and it's just beautiful. It's so pretty. So I do like these paints very much, these watercolors very much. I think they're just adorable. I mean, there's plain paints that you can use as well on this. You don't have to use these if you haven't got, you know, pearls. You can put down a blue color and use a wink of Stella over the top if you really wanted to. You could do that if you really want to get that shine, but you haven't got the something flying around here. If you haven't got the pearl colors, you can use the wink of Stella to give you that kind of shine, if that makes sense. Probably not going to be exactly the same though. All right, so I should probably stop there, because if I don't stop, I'm probably just going to continue on and wreck it, because that's what happens when I continue on. I keep going in and I don't know when to stop. So sometimes I stop because I think it's probably the best place to be at. When you're sort of going and you think, oh, I might just do a little bit more, and then you think, oh, I shouldn't have done that. So I think it's going to be okay. See, once it starts to dry off, you're going to get this gorgeous shiny, you can see it starting to dry off. And you can use your dryer on it, your heat gun will dry it off, probably even a blow dryer, I suppose. And you can dry it all off. You could use more than one colour too. There's nothing stopping you doing that. I didn't even think of that till now. I think I was probably just brave enough to get the one colour down. See, the problem is that I don't like the idea of it having streaks on it, but I'm thinking that it probably is going to be a bit streaky. But anyway, we'll see what happens. So we'll pop that aside. And so you want it to dry. You can see the inside there. It's a little bit still wet on the corners and stuff like that, so you want that to dry. So I'll put my Pearl Kiritake paints away. They are just adorable. If you can get some of those, even just to play with. Just to play with. The Starry Night ones with the gold and the silver and the white, and the pearl with the pink, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, and the white again. Just beautiful. If you can get them, you'll have fun, I'm sure. All right, so that's still drying off, but you can see the pearl shine on that snow to a degree. But while it's still drying, it's going to look a little bit weird. So I might just move my tile out of the way. I might bring in my heat gun and see what happens, because I haven't actually dried it using the heat gun. I let it dry naturally. I let this one dry naturally, and as you can see, when it dries naturally, it's got this beautiful shine on it, and I left it overnight sort of thing. So if you are wanting to use this option, you do need to sort of like have a little bit of a plan in terms of when you want it by. You need to paint it and let it dry. Although the heat gun seems to be doing a good job. It's flattening out, so oh wow, that is so pretty. Look at that. It's probably hard to grasp the whole concept of it. And it does look a bit streaky in some places because it's probably a little bit drier in places, or it could be the way that I painted it. So I'll just turn it over, just flatten it out a bit. Slosh it down a bit. Okay, so there you go. Isn't that pretty? It is so pretty. Almost matches my blue bandage. Okay, so to put these together, pretty easy. Confusing at first, but easy to do after once you know how. So that's almost dry. There's still probably a few wet spots on it, but it's still okay. So you've got this embossed look on it now with your snowflakes. If you obviously wanted to use a bigger pattern or a deeper kind of pattern like I did with this one, I used the little star crosses that we've got, or this embossing folder here would look good too. You just have to take it halfway down onto your Big Shot platform and then do the other half the other way up, but you can do it with the small ones. I just thought I'd try the snow one because it was 6 by 6. So, but nothing ventured, nothing gained. But I think it works fine for these purposes anyway. I mean, it's Christmas. Who's going to be nitpicking at all our wonderful little crafty adventures that we give them? All right, so now you pop those two little corners down. So those little pegs come through the bottom like that. And these two, probably good to burnish the lines a bit just to make sure that they are friendly, they're user friendly. And then these two corners here go over the top of these two little flaps. So you've got your flaps that come in here, and these two corners come up over the top and into the box and down. Easy, huh? And then seals right up. And there you have it. How gorgeous is that? That is so pretty. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It's such a lovely colour. Now, of course, you can put a ribbon around this, and you can put money in this. You can put earrings in this, a bracelet in these. These little pizza boxes are really cute, but that's another way of being able to dress them up and play with them. So I do hope that you give that a shot. And if you can get those pearl paints, oh, I think you'll just love them. There's so many options available for you to use them, and it does show you that you can do things with these little pizza boxes as well as use the designer series paper. So give it a go. You just saw me do the blue one, and it's basically dry now, whereas this one I painted and I left it overnight, and I came back the next day and it was dry and it was fine. This one you saw me paint and dry, and it works just the same, and it still seals really well. And of course you can fit in a bunch of cards, or like I said, if you've got a Christmas present you want to give somebody, a bracelet, earrings, whatever, money, it'll just fit in there beautifully. So there you go. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. The only links that I will be having down the bottom is obviously to purchase these little pizza boxes. I don't have a link to the terakaki, I hope I say that right, terakaki, I think that's how you say it in Japanese, pearl paints. But as I said, I found them on eBay, and you will be able to find them on eBay as well. Kuretake, Kuretake. I will put that in the description bar, and if I can find a link, I'll include a link so that you can check out the colours that they've got. But they're water paints, they're a lot of fun, and they can obviously work on many platforms or many bits and pieces. So, do have fun trying. And that's all from me for today for this tutorial. So I hope to see you soon with some more inventive ideas. And sometimes they just don't come as easy as I hope, let's face it. But then there's other times when I think, oh, I'm so happy with that. So I will hopefully have something new for you very soon. In the meantime, please enjoy. Do please like, share, subscribe. And I hope to see you very soon in a few days' time with another tutorial that you'll be able to use. So thanks for joining me. Take care, and I will see you soon. Thank you. Ciao for now.